There you go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody. It's on you. Welcome to the show. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee, and you're watching Open. Coming up on today's show, we'll sit down with the founder of a multi-platform production company that is a force in the entertainment industry, providing start-to-finish production services that brings your vision to life. Then we'll hear from a military veteran, a chef, a state assembly candidate, who shines a light on how he is positively impacting our community and so much more. And then we'll sit down with the head of a Veteran Action Now. It's a wonderful organization who will share some unique insights on our newly elected mayor, Zohran Mamdani. Then finally, we'll speak to a young woman who's seeking justice for the death of her father. And we'll learn about that story and so much more. So all you have to do is sit back, kick off your shoes, and relax your feet. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from BLS, and you're watching Open. Here we go. Hey, I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee. You are watching Open. It's that live interactive program that brings the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. So stay connected to us through social media at Bronxnet TV. Leading things off, our first guest is the founder of the production company, GrindHouse Inc. Got to get your grind on. And she joins us to shine a light on the positive work that her organization is doing in the creative space and raise awareness on an important initiative that will support creatives in 2026 and beyond. So please welcome to the show, Christina Faith. Christina, I have faith in you. How are you? Good morning.
I am absolutely amazing. I'm honored just to be here with you guys today, Dr. Bob.
I know I wish you were here in the studio, but I hear that you're in Mexico somewhere.
I am in Mexico. You know, when everybody else takes their vacation, I try to wait a little bit and then take mine.
You know, I get it. You know, you need that so you can, take a breather and then come back and start all over again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
2026, you ready?
I'm ready.
You
I
got
hope
the-
everybody else is ready. It's going to be a big year for everybody.
There you go.
Especially in the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah, you got the creative juices flowing?
We got the creative juices flowing. We're working on a bill. And it's just been amazing. Pennsylvania, even though, the world is in a lot of chaos, we've been trying to really forge forward and be able to make something that's long lasting and impactful for the creative economy.
Yeah. I mean, how do you see that? A lot of people think that the world is in, it's like going crazy. People are like cutting people off. People are
Yeah.
saying things to people that they shouldn't be saying. And it's really, really getting bad. But we who are in this and who are creatives have to continue to let that love flow, because that love
Yeah.
is like a battle against the other thing that's happening.
Yeah.
The world is spinning kind of lopsided. What the heck
The
is
world
going
is in a
on?
disarray, but this is a time. Oftentimes, when the world is in disarray, people don't realize, especially creatives and people who are artists, have to realize that art is resistance. But then also with the resistance of the art, what we're doing is we're bringing love to it, like
There
you
you
said.
go.
And so while the world is in disarray, we have to still move forward and forge forward, so that we can be positive lights for people to see.
Yeah, so you're getting your grind on. Tell us a little bit about GrindHouse Incorporated.
GrindHouse is an end-to-end production company as well as an original creation company. We love to service our clients, but we also like to create original content.
Yeah.
We're based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We house a 14,000 square foot event space and studio. And we just love grinding. We love, serving our community.
Were you watching the game the other night?
See, Bob, why you have to go there, Dr. Bob? Yes, I watched the game. Go Birds. It's still go Birds. Sometimes we got to fall in order to rebuild. And so I'm excited. I'm still an Eagles fan. Next year will be better than ever. Whenever we lose like this, we normally go to the Super Bowl.
There you go. Chuck Chillout on WBLS, he has a mascot. I know he's going to rip
Yeah.
the head off the doll.
Listen, it was disappointing to watch in Mexico, let me tell you. With a bunch of 49ers fans.
Honest, they'll be back.
Yes,
be
they
back.
will.
Yeah, you don't think so? But they can't argue with the coach on the The sideline. They were going
No, the
back and
coach has
forth.
to go.
That make well, I didn't.
I'm on record. Nick Sirianni has to go.
You,
Patulo has to go. They gotta go.
she's doing the
Plays are
whole
horrible.
thing. She's doing the whole thing. She's going all the way in. But
No,
maybe
okay.
they may
Next
listen to you.
subject.
But let me get back to what inspired you. What inspired you to create GrindHouse Incorporated? Tell me about it.
Yeah. So we were originally Creative Thought Media for
Uh huh.
years, and we wanted to do a rebrand so that people could easily say our name. And so
Yeah.
Grindhouse was created as a way to be able to bring my original ideas to life, but also to be able to service other people. We realized that we were servicing so many different companies. And one thing that we do that other companies don't do is that we do everything end to end. You
Yeah.
don't have to go to another company. You don't have to go to a different colorist, a different audio, a marketer. We literally do everything in house,
Everything all under one roof.
all under one
And
roof from end to
describe
end.
describe
No
those
matter,
describe those services that are offered and the process of it all.
yeah. We offer development services, production services, post production services, as well as marketing and event services. And so,
For
oftentimes,
people and
when you create a
organizations?
movie, for people, for organizations, we service studios,
Uh-huh.
we service networks, and we service nonprofits.
And who are some of those clients? Talk about them.
Yeah, some of our current clients are NAACP, Center 1968. We currently work with ESP and Anscape. And so our clients vary from all different walks of life. And it's just an honor and a privilege to be able to take people who are extremely talented in Pennsylvania and give them jobs. We like to call what we do chasing legends
Uh-huh.
when we do unscripted things. And we also just like to create content that really allows us to think about the life that we are living, the life that we're in. And it's just been an honor and a privilege to do that.
Tabitha Brown. I see that book right there. Let me go back to that book real quick.
Oh, so that was a show that we created for the Griot,
Masters of the Game. Yeah.
and Masters of the Game. It's still on the Griot, and that was an honor and a privilege to do. Tabitha Brown is an amazing person, and to be able to hear her story from start to finish was really a blessing.
And you have another initiative called what? The Pennsylvania Creative Tax Credit Enhancement Act?
Yeah, the Pennsylvania Creative Tax Enhancement Act.
Say
So
that five
a
times
lot of
real
people
fast.
know. No, I can't do that. We call it the CETA because it's just so much. It's so much to say.
Yeah, yeah. It's
We're
okay.
reviving. We're reviving an old act from the 1960s that hasn't been touched for a really long time,
Uh-huh.
for over 50 years. A lot of times, what people have done recently is they've created and used the film tax credit.
Yeah.
And I just saw a lot of flaws in the film tax credit, right? It only focuses on film, and the world has evolved in such a way that we need to focus on the creative economy as a whole. When YouTube is 13% of all viewership and the number one viewership that we watch in the world, we have to begin to include creatives into it. And so instead of focusing on just film, we wanted to figure out how we can include the creative economy, how we can include digital media companies,
Yeah.
streamers, gamers, and all those things.
And why is this so important for creatives?
It's so important because this credit would allow people, number one, to be able to receive jobs in Pennsylvania. One of the things that a film tax credit does is it brings jobs to the local organizations and it brings jobs to the local community.
Yeah.
The next thing that it would do is if you're a creative and you make up to $150,000 a year, it will give you a tax credit on your Pennsylvania state tax credit. Pennsylvania taxes. The other thing, it's so many things that it would do, but it would make us a competitor against New Jersey, against New York, against LA, against Georgia, against the people who really are doing the work
Yeah.
when it comes to creating product.
And you're working on this right now. When is it expected
Yeah.
to go through?
So we're working with House Representative Andre Carroll on the bill. We are pushing really hard for it. Governor Shapiro has mentioned the film tax credit in the past,
Yeah.
and then he kind of like stopped mentioning it. So we're now back on the road to do it. And sessions are now starting. So we're hoping to be able to introduce it this session.
And and everything that you do, there's a challenge to it. Talk about some of the
Yeah.
challenges that you guys have come through in building your business.
Yeah. So one of the challenges that all businesses have is an issue of equity, right? When you're a founder of something, you're always investing. The investing doesn't stop, and so as you're trying to catch up, to be able to put things out, you're always needing money. And so one of the biggest challenges that we have is equity, and we'll be going for an equity raise this year, and we're really excited about that.
Nothing wrong with an equity raise, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because our reality is that we are not based in California, right?
Uh-huh.
We really are trying to join forces with states like New York and New Jersey and making the East Coast the new Hollywood again. Hollywood was originally in the East Coast, and we really want to bring it back. And so we want to be able to create products, specifically films, television, as well as unscripted, as well as streaming content here in Pennsylvania.
So what's next for GrindHouse in 2026?
Yeah. Well, we have a wonderful wrestling documentary coming out for
Uh-oh.
Black wrestlers with Anscape, ESPN, and so we're really we're really
Okay.
excited about that. We have some of our events that are going on tour,
Uh-huh.
and then also with creating original content and being able to service the community.
And when you said wrestling content, what are you going to try to capture there?
Wrestling. Oh, so the documentary is about Black wrestlers and their audience, the fandom behind Black wrestlers. Black wrestlers are often um, not highlighted. They're not given the title. And so, but they've always been there. And so what we wanted to do with Anscape is create a documentary that celebrated Black wrestlers and also show why we're fans.
Yeah. And when you say wrestlers, black wrestlers, are you talking MMA or the one with the acrobatics and all this?
Specifically, yeah, specifically WWE wrestling, AEW wrestling, NXT wrestling, that kind of wrestling.
Oh, okay. And you're a big fan.
I'm now a big fan. I'm now a big fan. Yeah.
Well, you know, when you get the business, you got to wear the shoes that you sell. It's a beautiful
Listen,
thing. I understand it.
I love story. No, I love stories though,
Uh-huh.
right? And so if you like
Yeah.
storytelling and you like characters, wrestling is an easy place to understand that.
Do you think your company tells stories in a proper manner? You guys are great at storytelling. You have skills? Of
Yeah, we
course.
have some serious chops. No, for real, we have some serious chops when it comes to storytelling,
Yeah.
and we're always centered around culture, understanding
Yeah.
culture, making sure
That's
that
great.
we are represented and that we are telling stories that are authentic.
That's great. You want to shout out some of your crew that helped put this all together for you? Or with
Yeah,
you?
we love Jonna, Prince, Cloud, Allen, all the whole crew, HQ, Nas. We have a really good team of people that we've been working with for years, and we're really
Mm.
excited about those guys. One of the things that people always say, that was a picture of Keenan not Keenan Ivory, but Keenan Thompson, and it was his first time actually seeing. An all black crew, and so that was really exciting. We weren't all black, but we were majority black.
Yeah.
And so it's really exciting when people come onto our sets. They're able to see people who are the best in their field
Yeah.
and are doing it really well. Yeah.
Any one project that stands out in your mind that makes you want to say, "Oh, shoot, this is great."
I think all of them, right? We've done things with little, we've done things with much. And
Uh-huh.
so each time we do a project, whether it's Single and Anxious or something like Masters of the Game or something like Wrestle with Us, we want to level up each time. And we're really excited to continue to do that.
And what is this Love You Right all about?
Yeah, Love You Right was my first film, was my first feature film that I did independently. We did it for $25,000. It's an R&B musical. It's my old data R&B, and it was really fun doing that back in 2019 with Mark J.P. Hood, Mesa Naima, and Malaya S. Gregory, and we really just grinded it out. We did 30 locations, $25,000. While he was on tour with Kirk Franklin, we would go back and forth when he was off tour to shoot him, and so we shot for
Uh,
21 days. And it was really an honor and a privilege to put together something like that, just from straight grit and grind.
wow. Where can we go to find out more, especially for people who want to get you on board
Yeah,
to help them out with their
you
project?
can you can check out "Love You Right," "Single and Anxious," "Who is Christmas Eve" on Apple TV, Amazon, as well as Tubi and other streaming platforms. It's all available.
Yeah, because I know this guy who's been on radio for some time. He started as an intern with Frankie Crocker, and I think he's the longest running guy. I don't know what contributes to his phenomenality. Maybe you can do something with that. I don't know.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time. Here he's got a couple books out too.
I'm not talking about me, am I? But no, we'll talk. Give me your website and everything. Where can we go again?
Yeah, you can go to thegrindhouse.co and check us out. Thank you guys for having me, Bob.
Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you for all you do and continue to do. And good luck
Thank
in
you, sir. Have a good day,
2026.
guys.
Be creative.
Yes, 2026, PHL.
I have faith in you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for all that you do. The GrindHouse. Yeah, we appreciate you. Christina Faith, founder of the GrindHouse Incorporated. We'll take a quick break. I've got a whole lot more for you right here on Open. Let's go. And welcome back. Our next guest is a proud U.S. Army and National Guard veteran, a dedicated husband and father, and a longtime community advocate who has spent over a decade fighting for his community, running food programs and securing health care access for veterans. And he joins us to speak about his vision for the district and how he plans on delivering transparency and accountability to Albany. He's a candidate for the New York State 82nd Assembly District. Al Quattlebaum is in the house. Al, welcome.
Thank you.
I heard you are running.
I am. I heard that rumor too.
You heard it? Yeah, we heard it all before. But you have you're in a unique position because you live in the community, you know what the community wants, you have your hands on the pulse of the community, and you're going to do the right thing by the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's time for change. I live in the Co-op City community, the largest NOR, natural retirement community in the United States. And it's time for representation that is on the ground, that knows the community's needs.
Yeah.
Not someone that supposedly lives in the community that's been there for 20 plus years and really hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
You know, it's just an empty suit. It's time for us to have a voice that's going to bring transparency from Albany back to the community, that's going to truly represent the community in Albany and not sell out to the special interest. And
so you know how to battle. You know,
absolutely. Absolutely.
And by the way, thank you for your service.
Very welcome.
Yeah.
Very welcome.
So what are your plans? Give us a little background on you first.
Well, I'm a Bronx native. I was born in the South Bronx.
South Bronx. South Bronx.
That's it. Patterson houses. 141st Street and Morris Avenue.
Yeah.
Went to DeWitt Clinton. Left Clinton. Actually, and it's a unique story because most people will not tell this story.
Yeah.
But I dropped out and got my GED, then went to the military.
Yeah.
Spent a few years in California, came back, and hit the ground running. I moved back with my father in Patterson.
Yeah.
Met and married my wife, moved to Co-op City, and from maybe year 2 in Co-op City, started working in the community, became my building association president, and started becoming a voice for the community.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Exactly. And we're going to be all the way to the top.
Yeah, started from the bottom, now the whole team's here.
Exactly.
Tell me, when you were going to school at DeWitt Clinton High School, did you see the WBLS van pull up in front of the...
I've seen it a couple of times.
You know, everywhere I go, people, I remember you came to my school back in 19. 19 is like ancient for some people, though, you know?
It is.
Yeah, so you've come a long way, and then now you're running.
Exactly. The thing is that, and what's unique about the story, and because I remember when I was in high school, there was a co-op program. Go to school for 2 weeks, work for 2 weeks. You actually learned a trade.
Yeah.
We don't have that no more. When I left the Army, I came back, and my military career, there was nothing suitable for me except to be a police officer. And I didn't want to be a police officer.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I went to trade school.
Yeah.
And I learned culinary arts. And I built a successful business as a chef, owned my own catering company, and was able to raise my family on my catering salary.
Yeah.
Kids today don't have that opportunity. They go to high school, and if they're not ABC astute, then what's waiting for them? A job at McDonald's. And then the kids that leave school or have graduated, and they didn't want to go to college or anything, what do they have left to look forward to? Unemployment. And we just keep creating that vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Why not bring trade back to our schools? Because not every kid is going to go to Harvard, and not every kid is going to go to trade school. We're going to still have our Harvard graduates, but we still need tradesmen, auto mechanics, painting, plumbing, carpentry, whatever. We bring trades back, we will see a tick down, and that's for you, Mayor. We'll see a tick down in crime.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay? So the current assembly person, let's bring him in. I'm not going to say his name, but the current assembly person is the education chair. He's the education chair in the New York State Assembly. But yet, the Bronx is one of the worst failing school districts in the state of New York. I'm just saying.
So how do we correct that?
We correct it by caring about our children, by putting something that's just not something that looks good on paper, but that's actionable and measurable. Let's give a kid a hammer instead of putting pressure on them to go to college. Let's give them a wrench to fix today. Let's give him a trade that is marketable, that he can raise his family with. I have a GED and a trade school diploma, and I was able to raise my family very well in
Well, you're
Co-op City.
business-minded also.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're an entrepreneur.
We don't teach that in high school. We don't teach kids how to balance a checkbook. Heck, let's go back to the old school. They don't even know how to write in script. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We need real, measurable, and actionable plans for our children, and it has to start in Albany. First thing, we got to clean it up.
So, upon becoming the assemblyman, when you go to Albany, you have to get people moving together in the same direction for a common cause. So you talk to the assembly, and then you take it from there to the mayor's office, or you talk to the mayor first.
We fix it in Albany because we fix it in Albany. We start making a movement. If you don't want to do the work, it's time to get out.
Yeah.
You can't sit in a seat for 20 years and not do anything and expect the people. We have to educate our people on a local level first. We keep checking down the box and not even checking in who's doing what. That's number one. We have to educate ourselves locally. When we start educating ourselves, then we can start making moves in the ballot box. Then these politicians, and I'm not a politician, these politicians then are held accountable. When we hold their feet to the fire, we'll start getting some movement in Albany and City Hall and on the federal level.
So you're running on what? There's a couple of things that you're
I'm
going to
running
highlight.
First thing, veterans first. Veterans and families first. Veterans and their families first.
Yeah.
Veterans, New York State is not vet friendly at all. You ask me why? You ask me how can I say that? Homelessness among veterans is too, can I say damn? I just said it.
Yeah.
Too damn high. It's too high. We serve our country. We go out and we fight a war that we might or might not believe in, and then come home to what? Nothing. We don't need ticker tape parades. We don't need that. We need a job and we need a place to live, to take care of our family. That's number one. Number two, education. Let's educate our kids, and let's not start teaching at our kids. Let's start teaching our kids. And let's do something about the crime in the streets, so safer streets. Let's talk about transparency in Albany. Half of the people in our districts don't even know what an assembly person does. So we need to start, instead of me voting on a bill that I think is good for my district, why not bring that bill to the district and say, hey, district, this is how do you want me to vote? You put me here, so you tell me how to vote. What's wrong with that?
Right. And let them and educate them about what an assemblyman is.
Exactly.
What assembly person is.
Absolutely.
And what they do.
Absolutely.
How they're going to represent for you.
Absolutely. It's time for change. It's time for change citywide. It's time for change statewide. And it's time for people to be in office that really care about people. I don't need a job to do what I do. I have a food pantry every week in Co-op City. I work with...
That's at the Loop?
Excuse me?
Is that at the Loop?
At Einstein Loop.
Yeah.
We just had one this weekend. Next weekend, it'll be in my building, Building 2, 920 Co-op City Boulevard.
I see more and more people joining those lines.
Absolutely.
People are, they're in
And
need.
it's just as bad as it was during COVID when I started.
Wow.
It's just as bad.
Yeah.
So,
So you're going to be pounding the pavement
absolutely.
all year.
Absolutely. Well, at least a half a year.
Yeah.
At least to June. And then I'll take a break in July because I plan to win the Democratic nomination.
Yeah.
And then we'll take a little break. And then we'll be back pounding the pavement from August to win our election in November.
You got some people backing you already?
I have a few people.
veterans?
I have veterans backing me. I have a gentleman that I believe you're going to have him on as well, Kevin Meggett.
Oh, I know Kevin Meggett.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's definitely backing me. There's some people that I'd rather not say at this point right now
understand.
until they come out. But there are a few people backing me.
Yeah.
And it's time to just get that traction going.
Yeah. What are some of those locations that you're going to be at within the next maybe month or so?
Well, first thing, not October. I'm trying to get to November real
You
quick.
know, we got Black History Month
Black
coming up.
History
Yeah.
Month. We have February 25th.
We got the Black and Puerto Rican Caucus in Albany.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then we have February 25th. We're going to be at Caribbean Vibes, excuse me.
Right there in Co-op City.
Right
yeah.
there in Co-op City, 129
I
Drives
like
the
their
Loop.
food. I like
Their food is excellent. So we're having a meet and greet fundraiser there. We're going to have jokes and jams to end veteran poverty.
All right. Yeah.
So we're doing some things. We're going to be knocking on the doors of Co-op City residents. So if you see
Pounding
me,
the pavement and knocking on doors.
that's right. Doing it old school.
Yeah,
Doing
yeah,
it
yeah.
old school.
That's
You know,
what you
and
gotta do.
just create that traction.
Yeah. You got the website and everything?
Yes.
Social media?
Everything. I don't know my social media right off the
Yeah,
top
I know,
of my
I
head. But if you go to my website,
No, we'll put it on here.
Yeah, go to my website. All my social media links are on there.
Yeah. You know the website. What is it?
www.al4ny.com.
Al4ny.com.
Exactly, and I'm
There
truly
it
for
is
New
right
York.
there. We'll put it right there on the
There
bottom.
you go. There you go. And I'm truly for New York.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't need a job. I don't need an assembly job to continue to do what I do. I do this for the love of our community.
Yeah. And of course, you have a faith in God and a love of family.
Absolutely.
Is there a church you want to shout out?
I am the associate minister of the Co-op City Baptist Church, 135 Einstein Loop. Our
There you
pastor is the Reverend Dr. Sheldon E. Williams.
All right. There you go. All right. That's where we drop our knees and pray.
Absolutely.
Drop to our knees.
Absolutely.
You also have, of course, that culinary background. Are you still catering?
When I have time.
You have to put it on hold for a little
Yeah, I
while.
have to put it on hold when I have time. People call me and say, like this weekend, somebody asked me to make them a pernil.
Oh, what?
So-
You know how to do that too?
Oh, yeah. I'm half Puerto Rican.
Yeah, all
so
right.
I got that Puerto Rican in me. I got that
you
flavor.
listen to 107.5 WBLS.
Yes, WBLS. That's right, 107.5.
And how do you say open in Spanish?
Abriento.
Abriento, hey.
See. So, but people ask me to cook something, and I might whip it up for them if I'm not, busy that weekend or what have you. We're not too much into catering right now. My focus is serving this community.
All right, for the Puerto Rican community, say it in Spanish what you want them to do and how you want them to follow. No? Okay, I'm
no,
just
we ain't
thought-
see, you're going too
drop
far
a
now.
couple words. Say vente.
Bente.
There you go.
Come on.
Let's go.
Exactly.
Listen,
Exactly.
give us that website one more time. They're gonna wrap me up.
www.al4ny.com.
There you go. Give them a big hand, everybody. Look, Al Quattlebaum, addressing issues in underserved communities, and he's running.
That's right.
He's running for assemblyman. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you for all that you do, man.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All righty.
We'll take a quick break, but wait, I've got more coming up next on Open.
Only 57% of New York City high school students are college ready by their senior year. "55% of high school graduates either have no plans to attend college or are uncertain that they will ever attend. "34% of young adults don't go to college because they can't afford it. Discover what's possible. Bronxnet's education programs, internships, and opportunities help engage and inspire Bronx youth and beyond to pursue their passions. Be a part of the Bronxnet family. Whether you're interested in our shows, joining a class, or donating to support our mission, visit bronxnet.org to learn more.
And there you go. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are you? We love you. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for checking it all out. I'm the Dr. Vavli, and our next guest is a friend of the show. He's a veteran. Watch out. He knows how to get down and dirty and make things happen for people in our community. He's a veteran advocate leader for Veteran Action Now, and he joins us to highlight his fast and first meeting with the family, new elected New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani. He wants to meet him, and he wants to meet him now. They want to discuss the mayor's long-term impact on veterans and so much more. So please welcome to the show, Kevin C. Meggett. Kevin, welcome.
Hey, man. Thank you.
I'm dancing in there, right?
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for having me on the show.
So you want to meet the mayor now?
Yeah,
You got some things you want to discuss.
Well, yes. I felt like he didn't have a veteran platform. But to his credit, neither did any of the candidates. But he won.
Yeah.
And it's just like a dig. It's a slide that the veteran community has almost been forgotten about, you know.
Yeah.
Just to echo, you know, I don't think the state of New York is very veteran friendly, but nor is the city.
Yeah.
And, you know, we went from maybe 210,000 veterans to, I think the numbers are like down to 120,000.
Kevin, maybe you're just the right person to step up and, you know, say, hey, you know, this is what we need. Can you help me?
Right.
Can you help us out?
Yeah.
You know, veterans, they get busy. They do the things that they need to do to protect our nation. Can you help us out in New York City?
And I mean, we bring a lot to New York City.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I just don't, the whole helping out thing is great, but we bring a resource. A lot of veterans come from all over the country, wanting to come here to use their GI Bill at our institutions like Columbia, NYU, and all of these prestigious colleges we have. They add to the economy. They add to the population of the city. So it shouldn't, I mean, while we do need help, it shouldn't all be a handout. It should just be some kind of, we should be recognized.
So you wrote a Substack.
Yes.
And what are some of the things that was said in there? And it was directed, of course, to our newly elected mayor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of just, I raised the question, is our mayor anti-veteran? I don't know the answer to that question. Only he can answer it. I asked him directly, at a meeting in the Bronx, at a Democratic meeting in the Bronx, a gala, and he said, no, why would you say that? And I said, well, you didn't.
He said no because of, he said no what?
I said, can I ask you a question?
He said no.
And he said, I said, no, he said, he said, sure, you can ask the question. The question was, are you anti-veteran? And he said, no, well, why would you say that?
Okay.
And I said, well, you don't have a platform for us. You don't talk about us. You don't even recognize us. I said, it's very hurtful. And we were supposed to his team was supposed to get together and meet with me just to maybe understand veterans play a very, very valuable part, not only in our country, but in the state and the city of New York as well.
I'm sure you left an indelible mark on his mind, or, you know, and he's probably going to iron out some things because he just got in it and everybody's like on him like that.
And I want him to succeed.
Yeah, yeah. So,
I want him to.
So he's probably going to open up and say, hey, man, where's that young man that asked me that question?
From your mouth to God's ears, man. I hope that's the case.
Yeah.
But I mean, to his credit, the former mayor didn't really have too much of a platform. The mayor before, so what we're becoming is low-bearing fruit. And you had the chair, the former chair, Bob Holden, who was chairing veteran community, the veteran affairs. And I just don't think, I think that was considered like the punishment committee. So the speaker would put all of the undesirables that she didn't like over in the veterans because it's low-bearing fruit.
Yeah.
And it's very disrespectful. And it's the same folks that have the same energy that go around and they say, well, thank you for your service. But the service that you, the services that we receive don't equate to the thank you that you're giving us.
You think he can put you in a position where you can run that for the veterans?
I would most
position?
like, I'm sure there is, but you know, you have the city of New York has a veteran, DVS, Department of Veteran Services,
right.
which is ran by Commissioner James Hendon, who his office has been underfunded for so long, but he's also been there for a very long time. So, you know, sometimes you may need to shake things up and make it new. I would offer my expertise.
Yeah.
I have 13 years of working with homeless veteran populations.
Yeah, I know you, and you've been coming here sharing that and talking about it. But what do you hope to see his office push for in terms of policies that impact veterans and their families?
That's a good question, and I thank you for it. So on July 4th of 2025, I launched a campaign when President Trump launched his big, beautiful, ugly bill that said, end veteran poverty now. And I've been running with this End Veteran Poverty Now campaign.
Yeah.
I've been pushing it as an agenda because poverty is a virus, not only in the veteran community, just in general.
Yeah.
But particularly in the veteran community because we tend to, as a country, wag our fingers at our adversaries about their human right issues.
Yeah.
But the last time that I checked, you know,
We don't live up to ours.
right. I mean, China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, Venezuela, none of them have homeless veteran crisis. We do. And the last time I checked, that's not a civil right. Being homeless is a human right.
Yeah.
Everyone should be housed. Every citizen should be housed. But it's just,
Especially if they serve the country.
especially if they serve the country. And so we're becoming an extinct community. Have you ever listened to those ASPCA commercials with the dogs and the sad music? You could take veteran issues, that same narrative with that same music, and guess what? It'll fit perfect.
Wow.
And we ought to be ashamed of ourselves as a country.
Wow. Yeah.
For me to say that, and take homelessness, take PTSD, suicide thoughts. These are all symptoms of a virus called poverty. So if we eradicate the poverty, we could alleviate the symptoms. So.
Yeah. And Kevin, you were recently at the Fordham rally.
Yes.
Could you speak about that, the growing concern for staff cuts across VA Veterans Affairs medical centers?
Well, the goal, the goal is it's privatization.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the goal that the current administration wants to do is to privatize the VA. What happens is when you start to cut back jobs, it affects service. You cannot put money over patients. You just can't do it. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then you have veterans have a whole different plethora of problems that civilians don't understand.
Yeah.
So you can't just lump us. It's not a cookie cut issue. It's not a one size fit all. So the current administration is looking to get rid of 35,000 jobs.
Yeah.
And out of those 35,000 jobs, of course, the Bronx is affected. I receive all of my services from the Bronx. I'm very satisfied with it, but I'm not going to say it's the worst service in the world, but I'm not going to say it's the.
Yeah.
It could be better.
We just had a picture pop up a little while ago. You know, nurses, they went on strike.
Yes.
And does that affect you?
No, not necessarily, because they're not the same union. I don't believe
Yeah,
those.
they go right there.
Right. Those union nurses, that definitely affects us. And a lot of those, they're phasing out a lot of those jobs. They're not hiring. And so we're trying to, we're living in a country right now that's saying do more with less. And we're going to roll it back all the way back to 2000 or 1995, right? Whereas the population has grown.
Yeah.
But you're affecting services. And sadly, veterans are now going, if they're not doing it now,
Yeah.
it's going to lead to death. So it's a very intricate plan to give the wealthiest people at the top 1% a tax break. And they don't deserve it because it's unearned income. And it's a maldistribution of resources. And no one's being held accountable. So what I've been doing is I'm trying to galvanize veterans to rally for what we earned, not given, but what we earned.
And this is a part of the upcoming press conference that you're going to be involved in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's that going to be held?
Well, I'm doing the last Saturday of the month. I'm also the commander for the National Association for Black Veterans. We are hosting our gala the last Saturday of March, and we're also having an award ceremony to bring these things out, as well as I'm working with a young lady that you will meet soon. Her father passed, and her father passed because of neglect, both on the federal level and service providers. So the VA failed her, as well as the service providers, and we got to start holding these service providers accountable to a criteria of service when they say they're going to take care of our veterans.
Yeah. Is there a platform that people can assist your organization in any way this year?
You could reach out to me. My email address is kevincmeggett, one word, @gmail.com. I can be reached. That's the best method. You can find me on social media. Just, look up my name, Kevin Meggett.
Yeah.
And or you could go through the Bronx chapter of the National Association for Black Veterans. Bronx chapter 0029.
Kevin, man, thank you for all that
Thank
you
you
do
for always giving me a platform.
Yeah.
And thank you for everything that you do in the community. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And thank you for your service.
I appreciate
and your
that.
service that you're doing out of service.
Thank you so much.
Because you're still in service.
Never been relieved of that duty.
You got it.
Thank
my
you.
brother. There you go. Kevin C. Meggett, veteran advocate, Veteran Action Now. We'll be back with more next on Open. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Our last guest is no stranger to the show. She's the founder of Dare to Be Different Westchester. I see a lot of work that she does in our community, too. She joins us to speak about her fight for justice against a Veterans Association and care service provider, whose discussions have changed her and her family's life forever. So please welcome to the show, Colby Jenkins. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bob. Thanks
Nice
for
to see you
having me.
again.
It's
Yeah.
good to see you.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you
Yeah.
too. Oh man,
Let's
it's
see.
really good to see you.
The last time we
We
met.
honored you.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for that, too.
Yes, we gave
Yeah.
you the Legacy Award,
I
the Atlantic
appreciate-
Star Legacy Award.
I have it in a very, very special place in
Great.
my home, too. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
I'm sorry for your loss. We heard about it.
Thank you so much.
So I share, if you don't mind, sharing that with our audience.
Absolutely.
Give us a little background on you and Dare to Be Different first.
Definitely. Well, Dare to Be Different Westchester is a nonprofit organization based in Sleepy Hollow, New York. We do a lot of work in Greenburgh, where we have our farmers market. We now opened our Love and Help Center, which is located in Sleepy Hollow, where we are an essential hub for diapers, for essentials that parents may need, informational. So we do a lot in that office, and we're really proud of the work that we're doing there.
So something took place that
Yes.
you're not, too fond of right about now.
No,
because of
not
how
at
it
all.
took place. And what went wrong there?
Let me just start by saying that my dad served this country. As his daughter, the youngest of three, I have an older brother and an older sister. And when I tell you, we suffered in the very beginning because we didn't have a father, because our father came home from service with his mind literally gone, mental health issues. After he served in Germany. I was a little child. My mom was left holding two babies in her hand, my brother and I, and her marriage was falling apart due to his mental health issues after coming back from serving. So, our father in the home and all of those things really diminished, and it really went away. And my father, although had those issues, was still doing the best that he could do as a father. He would always come around, even in his crisis state, he would always be coming around, trying to see us, connect with us, all these different things. And he also made sure that not just my sister, but me and my brother also had benefits from the Veterans
Although he was going
Association.
through all of that in his mind, that love
Yes.
continued to connect with the
Yes.
family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And my grandmother, God rest her soul, at the time, Mother Jenkins, was a caretaker for my dad as we grew up. She caretaked for him in Castle Hill houses, where my father was very known until my grandmother passed and he went on his own. And once he went into the system of organizations caring for my dad that worked alongside of veterans, kind of like the dynamics changed. We really didn't know a lot of who was over him. We really didn't know, what benefits he was receiving, different things of that nature. And so they finally got him an apartment in near the Fordham Road area where he lived for a number of years now. And so I would see my father often because I would visit him. He would come down to Princess shop. He'd come to Princess Dad's house. I would see my father often. And so we were always connecting. And I spoke to him up and recently before Thanksgiving to invite him to come with us to the Airbnb where we're going to stay for the holidays.
Yeah.
And, the next thing I heard he went into the hospital because his social worker came and did a wellness check on him. And for them coming to do the wellness check, they realized he hadn't, caretaked for himself. They seen that his room was in a disarray, and they decided they needed to take him to the hospital immediately, as they should have. And everything went downhill from there.
So he got into the hospital.
He went to the VA hospital in an emergency. This was in the evening hours. That very morning, to the wee hours of him going to the hospital, that very morning, they sent him home, right? By the time he got home, because when he left to go to the hospital, he didn't have much clothing on.
Yeah.
And when he left the hospital, he had less clothing on. And he was wrapped in a sheet and
Yeah.
sent home just like that.
Wow.
His roommate, who received him at the door, was like, "Hey, I'm not his caregiver. Like, why are you all bringing him back so quickly? He still needs help." Everyone had a duty of care at that time,
Yeah.
especially the EMTs that brought him back. They had a duty of care to see that that wasn't a transfer of care. His roommate.
So there was some neglect somewhere.
Absolutely.
So who's at fault? Who?
Well, one is the hospital. They should have never sent him home without speaking to, number one, his social worker, speaking to confirm
Or
with
even
the
the
social
family,
worker,
right?
the family. If they're calling us at 5, 6 in the morning, who are you going to reach at those hours? You're not even going to reach the
I didn't think
government
they sent
office at
anybody
10
home
a.m.
that early.
They sent him
That-
home
no.
super early in the morning.
Wow.
And not only that, unclothed. They didn't even give him a hospital gown. He had on no shirt, wrapped in a sheet.
So who are you faulting for this? What happened to him after that?
You know, what happened to him after that is really just so disturbing because of the fact that once he got home and this EMT people that brought him back,
Yeah.
you know, they didn't even, they're asking his roommate, where's his medication, all of these things that he doesn't know, you know, and he's saying to them, hey, why are you leaving him like this? They put him right back in the same situation that his social workers took him out of hours before. Back into the disarray room, back into his room with where his mattress was bare at this time, no sheets, anything. Put him back in there, and then hours later, he's moaning to go to the bathroom. His roommate hears him, goes to his room, assists him to the bathroom where he doesn't have training in lifting, he doesn't have training in any of those areas where a caretaker or a home health care provider would know. Takes my father to the bathroom and forgets about him. He goes on in his room after that. He's not gonna go and assist my father, stand by the door, are you finished? All of these different things, what a caregiver would do, what a home health aide would do. Now we're finding out now later that my father was denied 4 times for a home health aide. Why? Make it make sense. After he served this country, he goes to the bathroom where later on his roommate remembers that he's in the bathroom. Goes to check on him. My father is on the floor in his own urine, taking his last breath. And instead of the roommate calling 911, he calls me on the phone.
Yeah. Wow.
And I have to then, we're losing time, coach him off the phone with me for him to call 911. 5 minutes had already passed.
Wow. So what are you prepared to do right about now?
What I am prepared to do right now is seek justice. We tried to get an autopsy. First and foremost, I want to thank those that have been working with me with this situation that has been tedious. It has been hurtful. It has been time consuming, but moreover, it has been very emotional.
I see it in you. I can feel it. I feel it. Yeah.
Because I loved my father. He was no bum on the street. I need to say that. And this is not the first time that we have been at the table about my father. 10 years ago, we were at the table. Channel 7 News was involved because we couldn't find him for a week because the VA hospital had let him out prematurely then.
So there's action being taken place
We
right
are
now.
taking action. I want to thank Kevin, who we've been working with, Kevin Meggett. I want to thank Vanessa Gibson's office, who has been diligent in assisting and helping me. I want to thank the assemblymen Landon Diaz, who's been diligently helping. I want to thank so many of those that are elected officials have been like assisting me and giving me the aid of which we need at this time. Chantel Jackson, Andrea Stewart Cousins' office, George Latimer's office. And then I don't even want to leave off the table Michael Lawler's office in Westchester County.
Yeah.
And some of the elected officials I haven't even heard from that is in my father's district.
Wow. Is there somewhere we can go to find out more information on this, and how can people help?
How they can help right now is that they can get in touch with Kevin to get in touch with me. They can reach out to me at Dare to Be Different Westchester. My father's services will be on January 21st here in the Bronx at on 173rd Street and Morris Avenue at Mount Gilead Baptist Church. And we are literally going to continue to keep moving the needle forward. We want to see not just justice, but we also want to make sure that this never happens again. My father was 75 years old. We talk about seniors, and we talk about that they're our most vulnerable population. But when do we hear people talk about the seniors? In the summertime, oh, let's make sure the seniors have air conditioning. Oh, in the wintertime, let's make sure they have heat. But when we have them harnessed in our hands, what do? We don't do the right thing by them. So not only was my father a 75-year-old, he was a veteran as well. And he should have been treated much better than what he was treated.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you for stopping by and sharing. And we
Thank
hope
you
everybody
so very
steps up to the
much.
plate and helps the family out.
Yes. And
Colby
I'm going to be
Jenkins.
holding them accountable. Those organizations, and they know who they are. The Jewish Board, they know who they are. The SUS, the Services for the Underserved. I'm telling you, and the EMT, know that we are going to continue to reach out. And some of them haven't even reached out to the family.
Yeah. So where can we go now for more information? They're wrapping me
They
up.
can go and reach out to Kevin's organization. They can reach out to me at Dare to Be Different Westchester. And we're going to continue, and we're going to help other veterans, families.
Colby Jenkins, founder Dare to Be Different Westchester. We appreciate everything that you do.
Thank you so much.
And sorry for your
appreciate
loss
it.
and everything, and our prayers and condolences to you and your family.
Thank you so much.
Yes, I feel you. I feel you. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show. I want to thank you, our guests, for joining us, and you, all viewers, for tuning in and checking it all out. Keep following us on social media at Bronxnet TV. You can join us next week for a brand new episode of Open. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee. Always remember this: what you are is God's gift to you. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. So choose your choice. Let your choice control the chooser. I'll see you over 107.5 WBLS. I love you all. Peace.